Peace, call me Brittany. Peace, Queens, qualities uniting in central urban nurturing. I hear them. I hear them. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but peace to the gods, peace to the kings, knowledge, understanding, noble guidance. Black gold goddess, peace to the queen, qualities uniting central earth nurturing. Peace, young queen, peace, young queen. I'm just out here doing my affirmations. You know, on gray days like this, on gray, wet, moist, rainy days like this is the time to take advantage of that noon energy, take advantage of that shu energy, take advantage of that tefnut energy, and basically do your affirmations, do your deep breathing while you out in the elements. So I said, you know what? Let me tap into my family real quick, see what's on y'all mind, see what y'all doing with y'all morning, afternoon time frame. Chocolate flame, chocolate flame, chocolate fire. Peace, qualities uniting essential earth nurturing queen. Mr. Peace, peace, peace. Mister. Yeah, I'm just checking in with y'all. I told y'all I was gonna be a little bit more consistent on my lives. I'm checking in with y'all. I'm not too busy right now. I don't got no consultations today. I'm not too busy servicing. So I took some time to go do some deep breathing and affirmations in the rain and in the grayness of today, taking advantage of that noon energy, that black water's a noon energy, taking advantage of that shu energy, that wind blowing in that deep breath, that shu energy, and taking advantage of that tefnut energy, that atmosphere, that moisture, you know, because it's very wet and it's very gray right here in New York City. I don't know where y'all are at, but we having a gray, wet day. So on my sunny days, I like to sun gaze and quote unquote sunbathe. And on my rainy, wet, so-called gray days, which is one of my favorites actually, I like to invoke that noon energy. I like to invoke that noon energy and just tap into that dark waters, gray dark waters, tap into that tefnut energy, tap into that shu energy. Snowing over here, I was staring at the snowfall. Yeah. Utilize nature to go into a trance, y'all. This is what you're here to do. Stop getting stuck in technology. If it wasn't for this Instagram and YouTube channel that I need to do my work that I was brought here to do or that I chose to come here to do, y'all wouldn't see me at all. I wouldn't be doing none of this goddamn technology bullshit. But at the end of the day, get in tune with the elements, get in tune with the weather, and allow it to put you in a trance. If you utilize the elements correctly, you can go into a trance and you can tap into other portals and realms and frequencies and resonances. So it's important. Observing and interacting with everything is so much better. Absolutely. Not coming with that bullshit logic and them fake ass laws to lock your ass down into human thinking, human needs, human fears, human captivity. Break out of that shit. Utilize that shit to make a logical point as a human discussing human shit with another human. But on your God mind, your God realm, and your God eye, tap into the elements. Master the elements. Become the elements. And understand that on a rainy day is your time to tap into the deities of water. On a sunny day is your time to tap into the deities of fire. Alright? So, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really know any ice deities for snow. Cause you know, we come from sun, star, seeds and all that good stuff and mother herbs and shit. But anyway, true creatress, peace, qualities uniting essential earth nurturing. Peace, queen. True creatress. Definitely be on her work, be on her job. Definitely appreciate her support, her love. Love y'all very much. Y'all that show support to me. You know, can't thank y'all and show nowhere near enough gratitude because I know it's not that easy supporting my crazy ass. But yeah, I was out here. It was all misty. Oh man, I had a beautiful morning. How would you say? A beautiful morning noon ritual. It was so funny. It was so funny because as I was walking the streets in the mist of the atmosphere and the rain, and I had no umbrella, no nothing. I was just basically absorbing and just utilizing this time to be anointed by the waters of noon. And I had got an emergency call, and I was doing I don't even want to call it an affirmation. I was doing a kind of like a deity incantation for Triple Black Mother Noon, or Triple Black Mother Noonunette, as I like to call her. And as I'm doing this and I'm going in, I'm like in a trance. I'm walking. It's not raining, but it's like misty. I'm absorbing the waters. I'm calling on noon, and then I get an emergency call in my phone, and it kind of broke the energy. And right then and there, as soon as I broke the energy, it started pouring on me for literally like 5 seconds until I balanced the energy back. I'm telling you, we don't understand. We could make it rain. We could make it that. That's why I was explaining to somebody in my DM not too long ago. And I know I shared this with my page, but we are the ones who control the rotations of the planet. We are the ones who control the rotation of the suns. We are the ones that control the synchronicity of the orbits within the cosmic realities and galaxies that exist around us due to our consciousness being hooked into the all. Because the all is within you as all, because you are all of all. So guess what? If I have 1 million people in one section of the planet focusing on one thought, focusing on one frequency and one energy, I can actually affect something large enough as, say, a tidal wave, large enough as creating a tornado, large enough as creating a tsunami, or I could even go even higher, that when I have wars on the earth itself, I could create coronas in the sun. But anyway, consciousness is everything, y'all. That's why y'all never hear me talking shit about nutrition unless you are in an emergency state. If you are in an emergency state of destroying your body, then so-called nutrition can be a tool to raise you back up to a balanced point to where you don't need it anymore. But the majority of the fact is, it's a fucking illusion. Because mind is all, and the body follows the mind. I love talking to elders. That's why I love talking to elders. I'll be talking to elders who like 87, 90 years old, late 70s. And one thing they all have in common, not just looking young for their age, but they always smiling. They always laughing. They're always more dominated by the positive mindset, or more dominated by celebration than depression, than lacking, than not having. They come from a different era. They come from a different time frame and cycle of thinking, cycle of manhood, cycle of womanhood, cycle of family. So therefore they vibrate on a higher frequency whether we realize it or not. And I'm still talking about them church-going motherfuckers too. Because let me tell you something. Energy does not discriminate. A motherfucker can heal another motherfucker screaming Jesus 1,000 times over their body. You know why? Because they actually have the intentions, and they actually believe in that fake shit to such an extent that their own mind and their own body and frequency combined is actually putting the intention of healing into that other vessel. So all of that shit is possible no matter how much we feel about it or know how fake it is or not. It's the intention, it's the mind that makes certain things into a reality for that individual. And don't get me started on the combination of collective minds and the combination of collective intention, the combination of hate, They ain't got no names, so it must not be that. Anyway, I don't know if y'all can hear me. Gotta keep that childlike mind. Absolutely. True creatures, childlike. That's right. No judgment, observation. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? No ego, curiosity. See what I'm saying? Will. See what I'm saying? I don't know if this is still going. Y'all let me know if this is still going. Absolutely, true creators. You know you on point. You know you on point. Okay, my finger must have been over the microphone. Okay, cool. Let me know if y'all can hear me, because I ain't gonna lie. My crappy ass Android might be messing around with the speaker. I don't know. I downgraded from the iPhone life, y'all. So I just been anointed. Don't you just love that when you get anointed? Yes, 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 yes. So I said, let me see if this phone gonna work properly for the live at least. But y'all can hear me all right? Everything's cool? Talk to me, y'all. Y'all still there? Can you hear me better? I think maybe my finger was over the speaker. What happened, y'all? Did my interruption just blow the whole energy there? That's what I'm saying. Then they called me back to back, so I had to pick that up. Knew it had to be some money. As you were expanding on the collective minds. Yeah, well, I mean, bottom line, consciousness rules everything. Consciousness rules everything. You can't have knowledge without consciousness. You can't have intelligence without consciousness. You can't have logic without consciousness. You can't have feeling without consciousness. Let me see. Hold up. Let me rethink that last one, feeling. Because feeling is a combination of sensation and empathy and field. So feeling would be closer to sensation, but I think with confidence I could still say the same thing, because consciousness is what allows the reaction in the first place. Your neurons communicate to each other through consciousness. So that electricity that's being transferred between each neuron is only being transferred based on the consciousness from the neuron to do the transferring. So, all right, I stick by my shit. I like to give y'all real, intelligent, conclusive explanations. So sometimes y'all might hear me stop and rethink to myself to make sure I'm giving y'all proper, correct shit that if you explain to somebody else, they can't come back with shit. I don't know if y'all noticed that. But anyway, yeah, consciousness is everything. You see what I'm saying? And since consciousness is everything, that means the dark black matter that exists within the cosmic reality, or that exists within the star systems, galaxies, whatever you want to call it, universe to omniverses, is conscious. It's melanin conscious gaseous matter that is absorbed and conducive of all elements and all atomic forces, ethers, expressing itself through densities. So bottom line, what we think in a majority aspect, what we feel in a majority aspect, in a large majority aspect, doesn't only have the power to affect us on the planet, but it also has the power to change certain rotations within our personal per se galaxy or solar system. And this is why women are so powerful, because technically it is the woman's orgasm climax or height in sexual arousal that causes spiral energy, which causes the orbits and which causes the celestial bodies to spin. Because and this is, by the way, why you have satanic cults, or why you have certain chapter Masonic factions that have quote unquote orgies to resonate on certain fields of energy, therefore being able to conclude an intention based on the ritual and ceremony of that sexual union between whoever it may be, or however many numbers it may be. This is why sexual sorcery works, because you're dealing with spiral energy. And it's very hard to make shit happen without a woman. It can happen, but it takes practice, it takes consistency, it takes commitment, it takes discipline. Men have to work 10 times harder to get to a level where women are born at. Conscious King 22. Peace, peace, peace. Knowledge, understanding, noble guidance. Did y'all hear what I said? Is it resonating? Is it making no sense? Do I sound silly, crazy? Am I some crazy out of this world guy? Am I some pseudoscience idiot? Am I making sense to you? Have you heard this before? Talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. I'm here to spend time with y'all right now because I don't want to neglect my purpose, and I'm grateful enough to have people in my life who let me know not to neglect my purpose. You know, women are very good at that. But you know, I want to touch base with y'all as much as I can when I have the time to do so. Answer questions. You know, I mean, I would assume as much. How would you say? Discomfort some people feel due to my posts. You know, I would get some type of questions about what I say. Is this going to be saved on your stories? Yeah, most likely I'll save it if I remember to save it or if I do it correctly. Sometimes I don't be knowing what the hell I be doing. So, you know, I won't say that in stone. But yeah, talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. I got a client coming soon, so I'm gonna be a little busy. So let's get it in right now. I want to get off this street so I could be clear to y'all. I hope that y'all can hear me. But then at the same time, I don't want to miss my client. Trying my best to make sure that I can talk to you guys. You know, everything's all wet and crazy out here, so I can't really get too much privacy without y'all hearing a whole bunch of people talking and blah blah blah. And then I got to deal with this traffic too. But anyway, we're gonna make it happen like we always do. Talk to me, y'all. Would like to take some notes. Yes, sir. Well, okay, well, brother, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Because now let's keep going with this. Let's keep going with this. Now, first of all, the only things we need to really take in consideration as so-called humans and as true spirits having a human experience is the 7 universal laws. Once you have mastered and understood the 7 universal laws, the captivity of humanity is less binding. What comes after that is understanding the 4+ elements. Understand that everything within your body and outside your body is composed of those elements. And the reason why I say 4+ elements is because there's more than 4, and not just the 5th, which we refer to as ether or spirit, but there's more than 4+ elements. I'm not going to get into those right now, but then you have the 3 keys. When you're coming into an understanding of yourself and coming into comprehension of information, you want to go through the 3 keys. One is source knowledge, which means anything that you decide to study, I don't care what the hell it is, I don't care if it's weird, smart, stupid, whatever. Find the oldest possible depiction, find the oldest possible definition, find the oldest possible archaeological evident aspect to support a foundation for you to build on top of. Don't build a top on surface shit. That doesn't make any sense. That's not intelligent. We're not here to support an ideology. We're here to activate divinity through source knowledge of knowing there's nowhere further to go that represents yourself. Because when I show you an ancient depiction that goes back 5,000, 6,000 years, showing you in a jet black complexion and making you into a god and a deity, you know for a fact that 5,000 years ago, that blackness was worshipped. No matter how you feel today, no matter what book you read today, no matter what dictionary you use today, you know for a fact that somewhere on this planet, a large group of people within a city, civilization, or even a kingdom has decided to worship a jet black figure as God on this planet. And the fact that that depiction in itself is older than any other book that you can find today leads me to use my intelligence to come to a conclusion that that is the basis that I will choose to follow, that those who look like me put into place for those who look like me coming afterward. Does that make sense? Now, all blackness. Yo! Who's what? Well, sure. That's sure. We have sure. See, there's my brother over here. Look. We have sure. The wind is blowing right now, very hard. Now, if you're studying deities, that's Shu. That's the god deity Shu, where the wind blow in the air and the lightning too. So days like this is like Shu Tefnut. You see what I'm saying? You have to tap into that energy though, you know? Peace and blessings, brother. Peace. Young Six. Knowledge, understanding, noble guidance. Peace, King. Mr. Think Out the Box. Knowledge, understanding, noble guidance. Peace, King. Yeah, but where was I, y'all? Where was I? The brothers love it. You know, that's the beauty of using a God eye and a God mind. You could take any day, any time, any place, anything, any element, and you can deify it to suit yourself. And this is why I will never allow a fucking book to define me. I will never allow something that was written 100 years ago or something that was written 200 years ago to define something that's older than all existence. That will never happen. And there's no way anymore any motherfucker on the planet is going to convince me that there's anything before blackness. Because the reason why I choose blackness is because there's nowhere left to go. So there's no debate. That's why I choose blackness. Because I know there's nowhere left to go. Because I know this is the oldest primordial aspect of all existence. And if I'm going to claim something, I'm going to claim the purest, highest existence of all existence. Why the fuck I want to put the remix to the remix to the remix? I don't want the carbon copy version. So yeah, I'm going to claim that shit. And I'm going to sound crazy doing it and not give a fuck. But anyway, back to it. Because my customer coming soon. Anyway, everything is consciousness. Consciousness breeds intelligence. Okay? Intelligence breeds design. Design denotes function. Are y'all following me? One more time. Everything is conscious. Consciousness breeds intelligence. Intelligence breeds design. Design denotes function. Talk to me, y'all. This is class. So therefore, design and function is an after effect of the source, which is consciousness and intelligence. So if I want to understand a subject, or if I want to speak or converse upon a subject, I must use source knowledge to come to intelligent conclusions. So I'm not going to debate you on a word that was agreed upon by a group of people who are not connected to the sole source that I am, who wrote some shit down 200 years ago after defeat of another group of people who look like me. I'm not going to use that definition to define me today. I'm going to use the definition and the depiction, which is even stronger than the definition, because not only am I telling you what black is, I'm showing you what black is. So, consciousness breeds intelligence. Intelligence breeds design. Design denotes function. The reason why what I speak and what I do can never be placed in a religion, because the next two keys after source knowledge, which is the first key, the second key is divine ascension. Divine ascension is about making everything within your path, within your life, divine. It's about making everything that you partake in and everything that you believe, think about, that you participate in any way, shape, or form, a ritual, a ceremony. We on the second key now, which is divine ascension. Okay? Divine ascension means deifying yourself. Divine ascension means holding yourself accountable as a divine being, not just a human. If you notice, a lot of times humans give themselves a lot of slack because they're human, right? Don't they say, well, you're just human. Oh, come on, all humans do that. Well, we're only human. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Okay? Because it's justifying your lower energy and vibration that resonates on a lower field. So now that I say you just human, you feel justified in your dumb shit. No, motherfucker. I'm going to hold you accountable because you're here to be a divine being in God. So I'm going to hold you to a divine standard. And if you have a problem with that, then get your ass right back to humanity. But I'm about to end this, y'all. I don't know how long this went on. What's up, brother? Ready for you right now. Listen, 6 to 22 strands, 7 to 9 ether, you melanin, selenium-based black gods of this planet. Love y'all to death. And I love y'all because why? Because I am y'all. I don't love y'all because y'all are cool and shit. Fuck that shit. I love y'all because I know at the end of the day, if you got 7 to 9 ether, if you got my high yellow ass skin to triple black skin, motherfucker, you are my brother, you are my father, you are my son, you are my sister, you are my mother, you are my auntie, you are everything to me. So when I look in the mirror, I see you. So therefore, when I look in the mirror and I see you, I love what I see. And I love you for being me. Mind Ascension, I'm out.